Absolutely. We are back. It's actually round 2 here, having some tech issues out here at Raymond James Stadium, celebrating a Buccaneer win. I'm your host, Peter Blake of the Sports Web. Every Saturday afternoon from 3 to 6, 27-21, the Buccaneers beat the Philadelphia Eagles.
And it was that close.
Yeah, it was. It really was. But at certain points in this game, the Bucs had a 27-6 lead. What do you tell the fans out there that say, you know what? We don't really think this defense is still not that good. What do you tell those fans out there?
Your record is what you are, 2-0. The defense played well enough to win 2 games. That's all I'm interested in.
Exactly. So they're 2-0 at this point. We're back on Bucs Report. Sorry about the tech issues. As we said before, the Buccaneers beat the Philadelphia Eagles 27-21, and they had 3 sacks in this game, which was impressive. I thought the big surprise before the game was, once again, we talked about it, Noah Spence being inactive. Is this it for him?
I don't know. I mean, and again, Golston's playing well.
Right.
We got to admit that.
Right.
He's playing well. He had a couple really good plays on some RPOs, came out, made sure the tight end didn't get out quick enough, and they came up and able to make the tackle. The big thing is the Eagles had no splash plays.
Right.
They had 1 pass to Aguilar that went 50, but everything else was dink and dunk.
Yeah.
And the Bucs figured it out quick.
Yeah, Bucs figured it out, and they did a good job. And again, I go back to the whole point of you're without Brent Grimes, you're without Vernon Hargreaves, you're without several players defensively, and yet Mike Smith calls a pretty good game, and these young players are playing within themselves.
Yeah, and let's be honest, Peter. During the game, we saw times where 2 and sometimes 3 players were down after a play.
Yeah.
And it was hot. It was brutally hot,
yes,
excessively humid,
yes,
and they finished.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, the biggest scare in the press box with all of us, and even Earl Christie, was, are they going to be able to run out that clock?
Mm-hmm.
And they got to a point, and it was funny because when you look at the one penalty on the Eagles, I think fatigue, the defensive end was trying to slide down, and he literally slipped and went over into the neutral zone. Tamar Dodson reached out, and Donovan Smith reached out and touched him.
Right. Well, not only did you have the big play to Deshaun Jackson for 75 yards, but you had O.J. Howard, who we talked about also being a mismatch nightmare. Talk about him and his play and the disappearance of Cam Brake.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, again, no catches, but O.J. Howard, he's got the speed, and look, when you put linebacker or a safety or even a corner at this point, it's a mismatch nightmare. He really brings something that the Buccaneers haven't had at the tight end position in a long time.
And the question we need to ask is, Brate wasn't even in the game a lot. Maybe there was an injury situation that we don't know about.
Right, exactly. Somebody says I was mad at the Mike Evans fumble. Yeah, I mean, that was a crucial fumble in the game because it gives the Eagles the ball back in great field position. It gets them back in the game. But again, go back to the decision of Peterson. Once he decides to basically go for it early in the third quarter, that instead of being, down by 1 touchdown, you're down by 2.
And now you got to find a way to come back. And yes, it was a fumble, but it was a fumble of commission, not omission.
Right.
He was trying to get extra yards, but
exactly,
he'll learn from that.
Exactly. All right, so right now let's just go out to Bucs Report. Beat the Super Bowl champs. Go Bucs, absolutely. And that's what I don't understand. Like, there's so many fans out there right now saying, well, this defense gave up 21 points. You just beat the Super Bowl champion.
Didn't the New England Patriots give up a lot more in the Super Bowl?
I think they did. Over 30 points here, all right? So somebody says, Rashad says, go with the hot hand. We got Pittsburgh next week. Let's keep our eyes on the prize. We're going with bird hunting Atlanta, and we want Carolina going down. The Atlanta Falcons won today. That was a must-win game at the end of it. Carolina looks like...
And shall we say it now?
Right.
The Buccaneers are leading the division at 2-0.
They are in first place in the NFC South. I'm not on anything right now. You're not in the twilight zone. Where you are is on Bucs Report live. I'm your host, Peter Blake of the Sports Web, the only FM sports talk show in the Tampa Bay area on Saturday afternoons from 3 to 6 on WTAN 106.1 FM and 1340 AM with my co-host Leo Haggerty.
Do we time for a couple more questions?
Yeah, a couple more time. Some more time for some questions, and then we're going to get out of here because
it is brutally hot, folks.
Even though I'm styling and profiling in this suit, it is really, really hot out here. Florida stinks sometimes. All right, let's go. Yes. Woo, exactly. Yeah. All right, so Ryan Smith should get a game ball. I think Ryan Smith was surprising in this game. Not a lot of penalties. His play has been somewhat disappointing. He played well for a guy that took a lot last year, he came in, he played well versus the Eagles.
Yeah, he did. And again, we can't really point a finger at anybody who didn't play well. Yes, the last Eagles touchdown drive, that defense line was spent.
Yeah.
You could see it.
Yeah.
They were not getting to Foles. And let's be real clear. The pass Foles threw for that touchdown was unconscious.
That is an NFL throw over 2 defenders.
Over Davis and
Yes.
still got it to
Yes.
Aguilar in the corner.
Aguilar.
Does that remind you of the Pittsburgh Steelers
It
and
does.
the Atlanta and the Arizona Cardinals?
And who was the guy that caught the pass?
Same spot in the end zone.
Yes, but who was the wide receiver?
You got me.
I got me too because I can't remember who.
I can even tell you the number.
Yeah.
Number 10, but I can't remember his name.
I
But-
think it was actually Santonio Holmes. That's
Yes,
who it was.
Santonio Holmes.
Santonio Holmes. So yes.
And he threw it over Cromartie.
Can't wait to get Winston the keys to the car. Going to get even better. I think so too. Look, if Fitzpatrick keeps on playing the way he does, then he's going to be the starter. But
And I got to agree with Sean the Sports Don. He deserves to drive this car.
Right.
He's been there. So
Right.
let's play with the hot hand.
What
and
was the other key today? Keep Fitzpatrick clean. I think there was only
Mhm.
one sack to Fletcher Cox. All in all, I mean, they gave Fitzpatrick more than 3 to 5 seconds.
And the sack was early.
Right.
It
and
was
he
early in the
was
game.
a surgeon. And look, the Eagles are an aggressive defense. They're going to blitz you. Guess what? If you pick it up, if your running backs like Peyton Barber and Rodgers pick up those blitzes, then you have those one-on-one matchups that you're looking at. Case in point, Deshaun Jackson to the house.
Absolutely. Peter, let's wrap it up.
All right, let's wrap
It's
it
tough.
up. Guys, if you don't know what this has been the post-game show live from Raymond James Stadium. I'm your host, Peter Blake, along with Leo Haggerty of Night Sports Productions. Tune in every Saturday afternoon on WTAN 106.1 FM and 1340 AM. We call it the evolution of sports talk radio. We give you your own walk-up music. We'll let you call in twice, and we don't hang up on you like those other sports talk shows do.
But don't bring the nonsense.
Again, Tampa Bay beats the Philadelphia Eagles 27-21 to go 2-0. Pittsburgh Steelers are next.
Monday night.
Monday Night Football. Are you ready? I'm Peter Blake. He's Leo Haggerty, giving you something to think about. We'll see you later.
Take care.